This video is brought to you by my friends at Thrive Fantasy, the daily fantasy sports app for player props. Use promo code TUGI when you sign up today, and you'll receive a 100% instant first deposit match up to $100, plus 2 free contest entries when you deposit at least $10. Download Thrive Fantasy on the App Store, the Play Store, or by visiting their website at www.thrivefantasy.com. Sign up and prop up today. We march on. We march forward. We are getting through at least a draft here tonight. That is the game plan. Let's finish up this season. I mean, again, despite the fact we didn't blow up this Flames team, we are still going to be bad and have a lottery pick, which is fantastic. You know, obviously, we'll be stuck with someone like Markstrom for a little bit, although worst case scenario, I can just start trying to send these guys down through waivers if I really wanted to, but I do kind of like how this is going to play out with keeping people on the team. Also, Tanev is apparently healthy. Tyler Pitlick suffers a concussion. Dan Vladar is fully healthy. All right, prediction coming up in chat. Does Vladar break another thumb? That's the prediction. Does Vladar break another thumb? Feel free to place your bets now. Oh, man. And we'll get Chris Tanev back in here. And then goalie-wise, let's get Vladar. The start here against Edmonton, in which Chris Tanev gets hurt. My God. We keep going through these ebbs and flows in terms of people getting hurt and people being fine. It's interesting how it works out. It's interesting how it works out. Oh, Colorado, back-to-back losses. Pelletier's back for Stockton. We beat the Kings. We lose to the Blues. And the Kings we beat. What about the Anaheim Ducks? So multiple people are healthy. And we do beat the Dukes. So let's get Vladar in. See if he breaks his thumb. Zadorov is down to a 74. Okay. Zadorov is down to a 74. And Trevor Lewis gets auto-scratched for Brett Ritchie. That's where this team's at, huh? Man, the Sharks are 18. 45 and what was it, 9 overtime losses? God, Sin's going to be happy. We have the Sharks tanking. Let's see, Seattle. Nice little loss there. So we have 8 games left this season. The Golden Knights are the only team in our division. The only good team in the division, by the way, and they have clinched a playoff spot and the division. As Sean Monahan is hurt. Oof. Who can replace him? I mean, nobody can replace Sean Monahan, number 1 in our hearts. Let's call up a center, I guess. Let's do it. I totally forgot that I called up Andy Walensky. We're going to send him down. And Byron Frazee. Let's go with the veteran. Byron Frazee. Leafs legend. We'll call him up. See what type of damage he can do. Mikhail Backlund, now our second-line center. Brad Richardson's our third-line center. Oh, my God. Oh, this team. You know, when you actually look at this team like this, it's kind of not that surprising that in real life they're starting to struggle, because what depth do you even have? What depth do you speak? As the AHL regular season has come to an end, the Stockton Heat did not make the playoffs. Matthew Phillips, 58 points in 82 games. We are closing in on the end of our season. So we lose to the Stars. We do beat the Canucks. Sean Monahan does get to play Dirty Bird Mo on the lovely 18 months. Mo, how have you been? It is good to see you. I hope you're good, friendo. Thank you for the 18 months. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Zadorov is down to a 73. He is furious. And there will be one more game for Darth Vladar. And it will be against the Minnesota Wild. One more chance to break a thumb, baby. One more chance. He does not break a thumb in his final game.
It's not a thing about making
Zadorov's lucky to have a job still. I mean, he won't at the end of this season.
It's about making it feel right.
And there we go. That is season 1 in the books. 34, 41, and 7 for your Calgary Flames. Seattle was great. And Edmonton as well made the playoffs again behind the Vegas Golden Knights. Anaheim missed out, and nobody else was close. In the Central, Colorado, Winnipeg, Chicago, St. Louis, and Minnesota all made it. Obviously, it's disappointing to see Dallas that bad. Nashville misses out by 5 points. In the Atlantic, Tampa, Boston, Toronto, Florida, and Montreal squeaks in. 3 points over Detroit. Carey Price, number 1. And in the Metro, Washington, Pittsburgh, and Carolina. So the Rangers, unfortunately, can't translate that real-life success because on paper, their bottom 6 is crap. Call it what it is. So the Colorado Avalanche win the President's Trophy with 59 wins. My God. Man, it really was the haves and the have-nots. How many teams won 50 games? 7? That's outrageous. That is outrageous. Again, Goodrow and Mangiapane over a point per game. 43 goals for Mangiapane. However, nobody else on this team, like Tkachuk and Lindholm, sucked. Monahan sucked. Dubé at least hit 30 points, but he was on the second line all season. Who was the last Preds goalie to win at home that wasn't Renier Saros? It was Marek Mazinek, wasn't it? I saw this trivia question like a month ago. Might have been Marek Mazinek. Someone along those lines. God, Shillington, 49 points. That's not bad. Markstrom had a 908. Which is brutal. Wasn't Marek Mazinek. No. Anders Lindback. That was the other guy I was thinking of.
You know, if it's an accident that's an error that feels good, then you leave it in.
So Brad Marchand put up 132 points. Ovi with 113. Gensel and Pasternak with 112. 108 for Scheifele. 105 for McDavid. 104 for Kucherov. 104 for Panarin. 102 for Kaprizov. 100 for Crosby. McKinnon at 99. Yeah, high scoring might just be a little bit much. High scoring, high shots. Might just be a little bit much. Goal scoring king was Matthews with 65. Ovi hit 63. Stamkos, Marchand, Bergeron, Draisaitl, McDavid, DeBrincat, Pacioretty, and Tarasenko all hit 50. Beautiful. Assist king was Kuznetsov with 83. For the defense, Brad McMarchand. For the defense, 104 points for Chris Letang, 101 for Carlson and Fox. Makar had 95. Okay, high is a little bit too much. Just a bit too much. Take only shots down. Well, you figure high scoring being on medium and then the shots being down will result in better scoring, but maybe we'll try that too. 29 goals for Carlson, 28 for Letang. D'Angelo and Makar also broke 20. Goaltenders, the winningest was Kemper. Highest save percentage was Brian Elliott at a 78, now up to a 79. Highest save percentage, Cam Talbot may have just won the Vezina with a 916, or Tuukka Rask with a 915. Commit to high, coward. Maybe we will. We'll run it for a couple of seasons and see what happens. And the rookie Ray. Lucas Raymond with 96 points to secure the Calder. Trevor Zegras with 78. Seth Jarvis 66. Boldy with 60 and 40 goals. Rem Pitlick with 56. Woo, Lucas Raymond. Oh, Lucas Raymond. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Lucas Bayman. There you go. So that brings season 1 to a close. We will have to make a decision on the scoring. Playoffs are Vegas and St. Louis, Seattle and Edmonton, Colorado, Minnesota, Winnipeg, and Chicago. And in the East, it is Tampa and Florida, Boston, Toronto, Montreal, Washington, Pittsburgh, and Carolina. Oh my God, that is phenomenal. That is phenomenal. Still 40 points less than Solani's Rookie of the Year. There you go. So yeah, we'll have to experiment around with the scoring, of course. As round number 1 is in the books, Colorado's still the favorite. As Chicago upsets Winnipeg, Colorado beats Minnesota. Seattle beats Edmonton, and Vegas beats St. Louis in the only series that didn't go 7. So it is Colorado and Chicago, Vegas and Seattle. Let's go. In the East, I will go over here for a minute. Pittsburgh beat Carolina, Washington over Montreal, Boston over Toronto, because, of course, Tampa and Florida was a sweep. Tampa moving on. So it'll be Tampa, Boston, Washington, and Pittsburgh in the very, very boring Eastern Conference. Commit to high, don't be a loser. Hey, no need for personal shots, Python. Sheesh. Because Sam Carrick was inquired about, he had 31 points. I don't believe he stayed on that second line the entire season. Let's see what happens round number 2. Tampa is already spanking Boston. As is tradition, Tampa's about to sweep Boston. As is tradition, Tampa swept Boston. As is tradition. It is Chicago. Wow, Chicago beat Colorado. Jesus Christ. Chicago beat Colorado in 6. Seattle beat Vegas in 6. Chicago and Seattle's the conference final. And in the East, Washington beat Pittsburgh. They'll play Tampa, who beat Boston. Chicago and Seattle made it to the conference final. I love this. God, franchise mode is so dumb. You can set up teams however you want. This game will do whatever the hell it wants. Chicago's about to sweep Seattle. Chicago goes to the Stanley Cup Final, where they will likely take on Tampa in a 2015 rematch. It is indeed Chicago and Tampa one more time, as indeed the Avs very much choked. Chicago v. Tampa, as we have Mr. Alex DeBrincat, Jonathan Taves, Patrick Kane leading the way, which is ridiculous. My favorite streamer of High is very... I don't disagree, it's fun. I mean, clearly the Baranoff, Nick Paul additions helped out a lot. Defensively, Seth Jones, the only big point producer on that blue line. Fleury has a 907. For the Tampa Bay Lightning, they've only played 13 games to get to the Cup Final. Oh, God. Stamkos, Point, Galore, Kucherov, Sorel, like they're monsters, dude. 13 games to get to the Cup Final is just about, of course, the lowest amount of games you could play. The lowest is 12. That's unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. 924 for Vasilevsky. God help us if Chicago wins this cup. Game number 1 goes to Tampa, 5-2. Game 2 goes to Tampa, 6-3. Game 3 goes to Tampa, 2-1. Game 4 goes to Chicago, 4-2. Game number 5. The Tampa Bay Lightning win the Season 1 Stanley Cup. It is a three-peat for the Lightning as the Bakersfield Condors take home the Calder Cup. The Lightning win it. It is the three-peat, and it took them 18 games. My God. My God. Stamkos had, 13 games, 14 points. Finishes with 18 and 21. Hedman was a beast. Patrick Maroon has 4 rings. There you go. And a 926, 15, 2-0 for Vasilevsky. Tampa goes 16-2. The three-peat for the Lightning. Colorado back-to-back Prezzies, and they do nothing with them. Brad Marchand won the Art Ross. Eat your heart out. He also won the Hart Trophy. John Carlson wins the Norris. Chris Letang the Bing. Calder to Lucas Raymond. Braden Point. Death Slicer, I'm guessing. Thank you for the follow. Conn Smythe went to Braden Point. Tuukka Rask did win the Vezina. Vanacek to Jennings, Masterton to Siegenthaler, Montreal's coach won to Jack Adams, Selke to Ryan O'Reilly, Rocket Richard to Marchand, or excuse me, the Ted Lindsay to Marchand, Rocket Richard went to Austin Matthews, Bench Minor Gaming. Thank you for the follow as well. Back-to-back Richards for Matthews. AHL, Josh Hosang put up the most points. He was also league MVP. Most goals belonged to Nick Badan. He's a defenseman. Nick Robertson was the top rookie. Top defenseman, Nick Badan. Top goaltender, Connor Ingram. The MVP of the playoffs, Cooper Marody. The Marody. Good old Cooper Marody. Taking home the Calder Cup again with Bakersfield. So season 1 in the books. We go to the draft. And again, only allowed as San Jose wins the lottery. Ottawa moves up. LA has 2 picks in the top 5. And we move up as a result. Actually, we don't. It's the inverse. We fall from 6 to 8. God damn it. Damn it. Anyway, again, we are only allowed to draft players from the 5 Albertan representatives of the Western Hockey League. So this will be interesting to see how this plays out in this particular draft. But we do have a top 10 pick, which is very, very good. Patrick Marleau retires. This is Matt Molson, Justin Abdelkader, Trevor Lewis. On defense, Chara, Keith Ali, fabulous he. And in goal, Corey Schneider and Kari Ramo. LOL, you got fucked. Yeah, we kind of did. By the way, shout out to the 7% who voted yes to Vladar breaking a thumb. You lost, but I appreciate the attempt. I do appreciate the attempt. So here we go. It is draft time. Let's see who's available. We're not allowed to trade up. So let's take a look at the draft class. Of course, Matt Savoy would not have been available anyway. And of course, we have re-rolled these. So like Joachim Kamel and Logan Coulier will be higher up in the draft. So WHL, of course, top 2 players are out of Winnipeg. Moose Jaw does not count. Seattle does not count. Oh my God, this is going to be a brutal first draft for us, isn't it? Swift Current does not count. Kamloops doesn't count. Seattle doesn't count. Moose Jaw. Jace Weir. Jace Weir is the top player that I can draft. And there's Kamloops again. Victoria, Everett, Prince George. Oh my God. Oh my God, we're boned. Oh no, we're boned. Hold on. Again, there was no Calgary, Edmonton, Lethbridge, or Medicine Hat. Really? Only the Red Deer option that we have pinned so far. Oh, dude, this is awful. Oh, this is awful. We got our first player out of Lethbridge, Logan McCutcheon. Another Swift Current player, that doesn't help. Everett, Swift Current. Calgary, Graydon Seepman. Park Bell. China, Prince George, Seattle, Portland. Oh my God. First player from Medicine Hat is Oasis Weissblatt. Oh man. Oh no. Tristan Zandy for the Hitmen. This is gonna be bad. Trade down. Oh, we're not allowed to trade down either. That's part of the challenge. Our picks are our picks. It's pretty much what we'll be dealing with. Kelowna doesn't matter. Lethbridge. Zach Stringer. Oh my God. And our first Oil King is Simon Kubasek, former Seattle T-Bird. All right. This first draft is booty. Pittsburgh fired you. We moved on from Pittsburgh. We moved on. Carter Such. You got Peyton Mount. Landon Kosier. Another Everett player. Victoria, Kamloops, Portland, Victoria, Kelowna, Sasky. Oh my God. Red Deer. Ben King. Oh boy. Another Red Deer player. Joel Sexsmith. Tri-City doesn't work. This is bad. I think that's the first Wheat King we've seen. How bad are the Wheat Kings? For season 1. Got Mason Ward. You're not allowed to trade your picks for already established talent. Nope. We will keep some of the players on our team that are already here by default, but that's it. Shane Wright goes first overall to the San Jose Sharks. As we'll sim to pick number 8, let's take a look at how it's played out. Matt Savoy goes to Ottawa. Danila Yurov to the LA Kings. Joakim Kamel to the Buffalo Sabres. Logan Cooley to the LA Kings as well. Still have him at a 65 because it'll take him a little bit to get there. But yeah, Cooley and Yurov to the Kings. Slavkovsky to the Vancouver Canucks. Simon Nemec to the Arizona Coyotes. And then there's us. Can you trade for players that played in Red Deer? No. 'Tis a draft of glory. We are stuck with who we're stuck with. So, the top guy on our list is this defenseman out of Red Deer, 6'3" Jace Weir. Must bulk up. That's good to know. At least he's loyal. Oh my god. I cannot save Brandon Hagel. No. So our first pick from the Red Deer Rebels. Projected to be drafted anywhere from the low 50s to, or the high 50s to the low 60s. Jace Weir, the first player we are selecting. 65 medium top 6. All right, that's painful. That's painful. Welcome aboard, Jace. Computer-generated Abel Anderson went 9th to the Blue Jackets, then computer-generated Hornquist to the Devils. Kolesnik also generated. Brad Lambert goes 12th to the Dallas Stars. Cowan, 13th overall, computer-generated. Miroshnichenko to the Ducks. Nathan Gaucher to Detroit. David Yarosek to the Arizona Coyotes. Seamus Casey to the Arizona Coyotes. So the Coyotes picked up Seamus Casey, David Yarosek, and Simon Nemec. My God, they are just brutalizing this draft in terms of defense. Connor Geeky to the Oilers. Isaac Howard to the Wild. Antonin Verreau to the Sabres. Frank Nazar to the Blues. Rutger McGroarty to the Montreal Canadiens. Mazar to the Winnipeg Jets. The other Jack Hughes to Pittsburgh. I think it's Cutter Gauthier or something like that? It is Cutter Gauthier. Ludwig Persson to the Bruins. Chesley to the Vegas Golden Knights. Bryce McConnell-Barker to the Coyotes as well. This is ridiculous. I said you haven't missed it. I've taken a little bit of a break. I might actually do them tonight, although it might be a little bit late. Probably tomorrow. Denton Matejchuk to the Lightning. Tristan Luneau to the Washington Capitals. Karomaslov to the Blue Jackets. Simon Forsmark to the Devils. Oh my God, another defenseman for the Coyotes with Ty Nelson. Salmonson to the Kings. Pano Famis to the Sabres. Kevin Korchinski to the Coyotes. Hate to the Coyotes, and that brings us up next. Dude, the Coyotes have taken so many defensemen. So up next, we will be selecting from the Lethbridge Hurricanes, Logan McCutcheon, who must also bulk up. All right, Logan McCutcheon, come on down. Another medium top 6 defenseman along with Jace Weir. Fair enough. We'll move on. We do have another second round pick that I'm allowed to use. Oilers also get Ledbedev. Gustafsson there. Lindgren. Another defenseman by the Coyotes. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Obviously a good mix of computer-generated guys at this point. All right. Our next pick is going to be from the Calgary Hitmen, Graydon Seipman. Black size, has shit character. Well, Graydon, that's good news. Cares about winning and is very outspoken. Graydon, welcome aboard. Another medium top 6 defenseman. As we go all the way to round number 5. Oh my God. I had to go all the way to round 5. That does bring up Oasis Weissblatt from the Medicine Hat Tigers, who is a medium 9 52. And now we go to round 7. That's basically it. My God. And we are looking at Zach Stringer, also from the Lethbridge Hurricanes, who is not very good, and that is it for our draft. Oh my God. 5 picks, an outright disaster with very, very few options. Oh Lord. That draft went about as poorly as we could have expected. A lot of trades involving picks. Dean Kukin, Brandon Peary to the Winnipeg Jets. Devils and Lightning flipped there first, and no major player moves. Wow. So that draft is in the books. And in terms of what happens next, again, if someone's contract is up, they walk. That's it, and we'll fill them in as we go. So in terms of the player spot, so Adam Werner's gone. Mr. Parsons is gone. Obviously, we'll still have Markstrom for a little bit. Another 3 years, but we still won't be good by the time he's gone. We'll continue to try to train up Dustin Wolf. Defensively, Oliver Sheelington is gone. Nikita Zadorov is gone. Good Branson is gone for the moment. Walensky is gone. Nick DeSimone, Johannes Kinval, Michael Stone, Mr. Lerby, Mr. Pullman. God help us all. On the right-hand side, Tyler Pitlick is gone. Martin Pospisil is gone. Brett Ritchie. Ryan Francis, who I accidentally qualified. Well, fuck. I guess Ryan Francis is coming back. And as well, Tulola is gone. Left wings. Johnny Goodrow is gone. Andrew Mangiapane, gone. Matthew Tkachuk, gone. Emil Heineman, we're not allowed to sign you. You're gone. Justin Kirkland, gone. And then at center, Brad Richardson, gone. Mr. Matthew Phillips, gone. Glenn Godden is gone. Byron Frazee is gone. Ruzicka, gone. Philp, gone. Lucas Fuke or whatever it is, gone. Cairns is gone. Oh, catcher, it's a draft of glory, buddy. It's a draft of glory. And it's going to take us a while to build up. So that's it for our re-sign phase. Ryan Francis is the only one who accidentally comes back. It'll certainly set the stage for an interesting offseason here in terms of what the AI have to work with in free agency. And we'll see what we have out there. So for forwards, you have Pavelski, Goodrow, Mangiapane, Malkin, Nazem Kadri, Brock Besser, Matthew Tkachuk, Claude Giroux, Ryan Strome, Jared McCann, and numerous others. Both Ryan and Dylan Strome are free agents. In terms of the defense, Hampus Lindholm, Mark Giordano, Calvin DeHaan, John Klingberg. Notice how the contract offers are still aren't too crazy. Sheelington, I'm sure, will get a big payday. And in goal, Marc-Andre Fleury, Jack Campbell, Darcy Kemper. The big names that are out there. So, yeah. Gio back to Calgary. If nobody signs him, I'll consider it. First things first, we go to the coaching staff. I am going to have to redo all this. We are allowed to redo this. I might just do that off stream, to be honest. It is kind of boring to just watch me sign scouts. And there's no good scouts, really. I'm only going to keep the A-grade scouts. So I do have to completely redo the coaching staff. I might just do that off stream. Because, yeah, it's a little bit boring. But this team is going to suck. And then, obviously, we're going to have to sign people to fill out the team, cap whales to make sure we're compliant. We're not going to have to do too much. But yeah, hopefully we can continue to develop some prospects and allow them to go on to greener pastures. It's going to be brutal when I have to let Pelletier walk for no reason whatsoever. Matt Coronado at the end of next year, we're not even going to sign him. He's just going to walk. This is awful. This is absolutely awful, and it's exactly what we wanted.